This is the kind of snow to me where you could get a wind slab pull out, like a pocket.
Yeah.
And it could take you off your feet, but it's only gonna break beneath your feet. It's controllable, but still kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh, a little slough.
Yeah, from the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's good to keep an eye on top.
Yep, but that did make my heart race.
There is That's a bit steep, huh?
Yeah. It's a really weird snow pack. Like, I'm totally fine with turning around and being like, yeah, no. But it's the kind of wind slab that's like super manageable.
Yeah. Can I slowly there have a look and see, huh? But looks a bit less wind effect than low in the lower part.
I think that's a good idea. We go out there, make a call.
Yep. Let's go have a look.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah.
This is the Polar Star Couloir. It's the crown jewel of the endless ski lines set on this Arctic island called Baffin. It's a ski line that, according to some opinionated ski mountaineering authors, is one of the 50 classic ski descents of North America. It's a perfect ski line, set in a place that feels surreal, out of the pages of a fairy tale. I'm Cody Townsend, and I'm here to check it off my list in my quest of skiing all 50 classic lines.
We are maybe a quarter up the couloir now, and it feels better. Down in the couloir it might be a bit more windy, so that's why it's a bit more slabs. The higher up we go, the better it actually feels.
We still have to be careful on this couloir. We always keep an eye what can come from top. That's very, very beautiful to be here. The incredible condition.
I feel like Uli Steck. Oh boy. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, Viv.
Thank you.
Whoa. This place is incredible. Yeah, Bjarne.
Yeah, man.
Dude. Well, I would say the hardest part of the Polar Star Couloir, the crux of this line, well, started like 7 days ago.
7 days ago, we flew to Vancouver, Canada. Second stop, Yellowknife. We landed in Yellowknife with most of our bags. Most of them.
Thank you for calling Air Canada Central Baggage Office. We apologize for the inconvenience caused you. We are experiencing exceptionally high call volumes at this moment.
Welcome to Air Canada. This is Clara. How may I help you?
Hi, Clara. My name is Cody Townsend. I have missing bags. I've been missing for 2 days. So you're saying they will be on the flight tonight?
You will receive your bag as soon as possible, surely, okay?
Pretty much worried that if these bags don't show up, this trip could get canceled and this incredible charter flight that we have scheduled would be forfeited. And it's probably the most money I've ever spent on any single thing in my life, besides buying a home. We got him, dude. We can go to Baffin Island. First leg, which has taken 3 days, is done.
We're having issues since it's a small plane, we're flying very far. There's 2 stops for fuel that are needed. all the major towns that they can stop at are covered in freezing fog and or have run out of fuel for the winter. If we flew out yesterday, we would have had perfect weather.
You can barely see anything. That's the runway, by the way.
That's fine. You got this.
I'm good, but not that good. Because of that, if we don't fly out today, we can't fly out till Thursday. But even then, who knows about weather? Guess what? Back in the hotel room.
Back at the hotel room.
Yeah, this will be the 4th night that we've stayed in this hotel in Yellowknife.
Yep.
Fuck.
So you can read the agreement if you like this. I'd like you to sign and date, and we can confirm that.
With all the other planes booked up, we're forced to charter this big plane, which can get us to Clyde River direct. Soon we will hopefully be done with leg 2. I've got a 4.5 hour flight to Clyde River.
What do you think about renting out a plane like this?
American trip.
Next up, Clyde River, a small community of a couple thousand indigenous hunters, artists, scientists, and educators. There, we would hire a local guide to take us and our hundreds of pounds of gear out into the wild.
Now we made it this far. Made it this far. Still got a long way to go.
What worried me was the near impossibility of organizing this ride before our arrival. We'd have to go to town and ask around for how to get us to camp at Samford Fjord, and then negotiate a price on the spot. Thankfully, we found Andy, a local hunter and guide, and a few of his friends to haul us out.
Doing it. We're doing it.
For about 8 hours, we rode on snowmobiles and hand-built kamatuks over the rough tundra and frozen ocean. As we entered Samford Fjord, Andy halted. He saw a black speck on the horizon.
Oh, damn. Shot. One shot. Nice one, buddy. There it is. Nice work, dude.
As Andy loaded up the 300-pound bearded seal, it was the first sign of just how wild of a world we had stepped into. Baffin Island is the 5th largest island in the world, and an ancient home to Thule, Dorset, and Inuit peoples. Communities who have lived off this land for thousands of years.
Going jumping around.
Oh, yeah.
We had a local hunter who got a ptarmigan and gifted it to us, so we eat it tonight.
Peace.
3-billion-year-old granite towers up 5,000 feet above the frozen fjords and iceberg-strewn coast. It's an Arctic desert that only gets about 8 inches of precipitation per year. But the time-carved clefts in the rock set up a dreamland for a skier. Couloirs collect snow like a lint trap and turn tiny dustings into feet of snow. We had finally arrived.
Bjarne, guess what? Why? Today is Tuesday, so it is taken Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to 6 days to get to camp.
We woke up a mile away from our objective. A quick sled ride put us at the base of the Polar Star Couloir. We boot packed up for 4 hours, up the 3,600-foot north-facing run. 7 long days after leaving our homes, we were at the top, on the first possible day to ski it.
Half really good conditions, half not so good, because there's some icy patches you're hitting. I think it's only gonna get better though. Woo! real, that was so good. That was some of the best turns of the season.
Fuck yeah, dude. Nice one.
Man, the snow is incredible. Yeah. Oh my God, I don't want to stop. Woo. This is one of the best couloirs I've ever skied in my life. It's unbelievable. Ridiculous. Very good. Oh my God. That is a good couloir.
That's something. That's something.
Okay, well, the Polar Star Couloir is checked off the 50 classic list. 45 done, but we still got 9 days in Baffin, so what are we gonna do, Viv? We're going skiing.
Enjoy.
This is party time.
So who is Vivian Bruchez and why is he here? Well, Vivien is possibly the best technical steep skier in the world. Born to the mountains and a culture of climbing in Chamonix, France, Vivien's family has lived continuously in the Chamonix Valley, the birthplace of modern alpinism and ski mountaineering since the 1600s. He's an IFMGA guide that teaches other guides, has opened up hundreds of insane, exposed first descents, and he's your favorite ski mountaineer's favorite ski mountaineer. But I gotta say, when I first saw him ski in videos like Downside Up and Between the Lines, I didn't want to ski with him. I thought he was a typical Frenchman, conquering the most death-defying lines on the planet, because that's what you do in Chamonix. His mastery of the steeps was seemingly based on how much risk he was willing to take. But this last season, I met up with him in Tahoe. We immediately hit it off, and I knew I was wrong about Viv. I invited him on this trip. His goal seemed obvious, to ski in one of the most unique places on the planet. My goal was different though. There was something much more to him, a sort of secret I needed to find out on what made him so special. Climbing and skiing with Vivien and Baffin, it was going to be a masterclass in ski mountaineering. Our aim was to find unskied lines, lines with rock steps, choke points, and mixed climbing. Lines that would push me further than any of the previous 45 lines in this project have pushed me before,
Maybe there is
and hopefully show me what it takes to be a master of moving through the mountains.
I don't know, this one looks fun to me because it's got a little technical and then ripping bow.
It's a beautiful line, huh?
Going deep into the fjord, we came across this arcing sickle. Just shy of 3,000 vert, with a couple of dry sections that we'd have to pass somehow to summit. As a middling climber, it was my first opportunity to learn from Vivien.
Magnifique, ce couloir. Pas facile. Dans les cailloux. Par la grimpe. On va voir ce qu'on arrive à faire. That might be a place to put a piton. Just to protect myself a bit.
Got it, my friend. Bingo! Nice.
That's his reaction.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Encore un nouveau relais bien inventif. Un coinceur qui coince la corde pour assurer là-bas.
Okay, now, how the fuck do we do this? Oh,
So now you clip to your harness
got it.
and I will help you with the rope. So good, my friend!
Didn't I say we're getting literally hauled up this? That was fucking impressive. Yeah.
Bang! Bang!
No turns through the chalk sound.
Vivian's precision and technique stood out to me as we descended through punchy and icy snow, all while being above exposure. I did my best to mimic every one of his turns.
So what is this, Viv?
This is the escaper.
It's like a Chinese finger trap, eh?
Yeah. We just
Yeah.
many times.
Oh. Got it! The escaper.
Didn't know it at the time, but it was here that I first got a hint of who Vivien truly was. Sure, it was amazing watching him flash hard mix climbing and make precision turns, but I was beginning to see something more.
Look how beautiful it is! We have decided we'd like to call that the matriarch. After our good friend Hillary Nelson, who was here just last year, and the last line that you and I, Bjarne, skied with her was called the patriarch.
I completely understand. And that's a really, really beautiful name.
After a couple incredible days, we were quickly reminded of how harsh the Arctic can be. At 2 a.m., we were suddenly awakened by a roar and a tent being shredded to pieces.
Yeah, look at that. It looks like a freaking polar bear attacked the thing.
I borrowed the dome tent. I think I just bought it.
I guess you just bought it.
That's what happened. Okay, we are off to ski But his name's the Model T Couloir.
After the load of overnight wind, we opted for one of the few lines you can access from the back to avoid the potential for wind slab avalanches while climbing up. At the top of our couloir, but this bowl behind us is a bit wind loaded. So we're gonna do some ski cutting and establish some stability before dropping in.
I don't know if you know this technique.
No.
I put one sling here.
Okay.
Turn around you. So after I clip the rope here.
Okay.
And when you ski,
then
the rope can turn around you. You don't feel the rope.
Yeah.
Very well, my friend.
Feeling very good so far.
Yeah?
Little thick here, but like no shooting cracks.
Okay.
From the bottom, a large chalk stone looked to block clean ski. Using more ropes and anchors and a rappel was probably necessary. But Vivien had a hunch there might be another way through.
Oh, wow!
Very, very, very small hole, but maybe okay. That's work perfect, my friend.
It goes through.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, that's crazy, my friend. Woo!
No
Oh my god,
way.
this is so sick.
That's so cool.
Okay, I'm dropping.
Okay.
Yes! Woo!
C'est trop bon.
3, 2, 1, dropping! Woo! Yes! It's so cool!
Are you ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Sweet! Have fun, buddy!
Et hoppa.
Oh yeah! I just stopped above the sunny part. It is so good. So fun.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's so fun. This is incredible. This place is insane. It ain't easy, but holy hell is it worth it. Being here with Viv, learning the lessons from him, skiing in one of the most unique places I've ever seen. This is a trip of a lifetime. Oh my god!
Wow!
Ah!
Oh, c'était fou! C'était fou! C'était fou!
Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, that was so fucking
So good.
fun. That was so fun.
Wow.
Really, really, really good.
Yeah.
On the day we drove into camp from Clyde River, Vivien and I had spotted a line that we didn't recognize from any trip reports or guidebooks that prior skiers have written about this area. It was smack dab in the middle of the most stacked zone, the Ford Wall. It was the narrowest, steepest, and most technical line on the wall. 2 cruxes, impossibly narrow, and an upper section that looked as steep as it gets. We discussed it multiple times over the days. It kept calling our name.
We just arrived to the base of the first crux. Yep, we're good.
Good, my friend.
It just looks a little thin and potentially loose. Not super steep, but still a crux of its own.
Good, amigo.
I'm glad we have Viv here because, you know, we lived in Chamonix together. He's still living there, I don't. And it's kind of looked up to people like him a lot. So it's pretty cool to have him here.
Shitty rock. Here. Here to the right, that's tricky. To the left also.
Looks pretty gnarly.
Found a spot for a cam.
That's shit. It's a shit. Eh ben, very tricky and exposed, huh? But that's okay, my friend.
Classic alpine style.
Lots of bad rock here. I'm at the end of the rope and I can't find a solution. I will use my skis. Okay, the belay is finally up. You can climb.
All right, I'm at Bjarne.
I'm so glad we didn't do this.
I know, I think you and I probably would have just been like, oh, let's try, and then gotten and been like, this is kind of sketchy.
I'd be like, fuck this.
Oh yeah, it's just straight up dirt. It's like you can't even put your axe anywhere. Wow, that is shitty.
Right?
We will see the last part, huh? But if that's all snow,
That's good.
wow,
It's thin, rocky. Yeah.
wow. Not easy, hein?
Ah,
Mieux vaut un piton en plus qu'un alpiniste en moins.
This is interesting.
yeah,
All right,
it's very real.
really steep.
Really steep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Is this even steep for Chamonix?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
Really steep. We climb because we want to go on the top.
We're locked off, we're locked off.
What's up?
You find protection?
Yeah, I try.
Good, because if you falls, we're getting taken out.
Glad you found something.
Yeah. What a badass. This last little part looks pretty tricky. Oh. Ow, rock.
I need a coffee.
Oh, whoa.
Was on the helmet?
That was on the helmet. Thank you, Smith, for making a climbing helmet.
Ow. That was on my fucking shoulder.
Oh, another.
Woo! Yes, my friend! Woo! Big fight. Okay, the belay is on. You can climb.
How the fuck did you lead that? Yeah. Wow. That was a crux.
That was definitely the hardest climbing of the 50.
By far.
By far.
By far.
Yeah.
Not even close. Oh my god.
Nice work.
Yeah, you too,
That
dude.
was good. That was good. All right, let's do the last bit.
What was that? I hope that was like not like easy for you.
No.
Yeah.
Big mission, huh?
Yeah.
No, big mission. The hardest things, it was really hard to protect. Really hard. The rock.
It's really hard to protect and climb, which usually makes for very spicy, muy picante. Yeah, that was incredible.
Yep.
We're at the top of the line. I did not think we'd actually get here. That was a dogfight with a mountain.
Nice work.
Holy fuck. Cool.
Good.
I'll stay here.
Yep.
Oh, I just saw one big rock fall down way on the bottom. So, FYI. All right, let's get off this thing before it gets dark. So, off the rappel, we got our skis on. We're in the sunlight, it is beautiful, but it's a pretty quick warming. Things get loose because of that. So what we're gonna try and do is get down, get to a safe space under this little cave that we found and belayed from, hang out there till the sun goes down and then ski the rest. We're even pretty vulnerable right now. Oh, that is a fun turn.
ski en étant bien caché. Après on va reskier jusqu'à l'autre relais. Ça va mieux là maintenant, l'ombre est revenue, mais on reste quand même hyper vigilant.
As we skied down, we didn't see all the bomb holes from falling rocks on the shelves above us on the looker's left. Little did we know our safe spot was right in the line of fire.
Maybe we wait here, because we are safer.
Hey, Bjarne, we're gonna wait for you here. There, we're in a good safe spot above the rappel.
I turned the camera off. Moments after, I heard an ominous sound of something tearing through the sky from thousands of feet above us. A massive rockfall was coming down. My microphone was on, and I caught the moment the rock slammed into the snow 10 feet in front of us.
Oh my God. We just had a massive rock fall. We are all good. We are all good.
Where did it land?
There, on the rappel. There.
We waited another 30 minutes for the mountain to continue to cool as the sun set. We ran, one at a time, to a belay station that laid right in the firing line. To rappel down another couple hundred feet, completely exposed to the mountain's whim.
Yeah, that was so scary.
Yeah, I can see that.
You're just like, there's rocks falling. I know they're coming, but I don't know where they're coming from.
Just fucking hug the rock.
I was just like this, just like.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all of a sudden saw one straight in front of us, like, boom. Just like.
That's scary.
Okay, my friend, I'm down of the rappel.
Impacts from rockfall. Let me know if you hear anything.
Yes, I'm here, Cody. In the hole. Come with me. I don't want to leave Bjarne alone.
What's that?
I don't want to leave Bjarne alone to tie the rope and everything. Where is he?
He's at the top.
Okay.
Bjarne, I am off belay. We'll wait for you here.
Copy. I'm moving down.
All right, Mountain. Please be quiet for me right now. And I appreciate you and our time. I'll see you next time, all right? Let's go.
Here we are safe, but if the rock tight here, they can come here.
Yeah.
Give me the orange, you can go just down and take off your, put on your ski. Be careful with the rock.
Okay, my friend, I'm out of the couloir.
I'm on my way.
Bon ski.
See, bon ski. See you soon.
See you soon.
Didn't buckle my boots.
I should do that too.
Does it not feel good to be down here? Yeah, dude. Incredible day in the mountains with you. Incredible day to watch you work. It's all time.
Phew.
What a day.
Good work, guys. That's cool.
Like, if you don't think about the rockfall, everything was pretty amazing.
Woo, that was a good day, guys.
That was a great day.
Oh yeah, big day.
Okay, let's go drink some whiskey back at camp.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, yes.
We skied a complex technical line, a likely first descent. It was all things the mountains provide, both in stoke, in challenge, in fear, and in learning. Vivian's creativity in anchor building, climbing skills, and our team's awareness to the mountain's moods, safe spots, and tactics got us up, down, and off the line safely. It was the embodiment of technical ski mountaineering, with Vivien showing us how he's done what he's done in the mountains safely for decades. Yet one thing I hadn't quite figured out. After 10 days on the ice, I knew Viv wasn't the adrenaline-fueled egomaniac I once believed. But it wasn't until our last day at camp, as I was sitting on the snowmobile, writing in my notebook thoughts on what this film was going to be about, when I looked up, it hit me. I had finally realized Vivian's secret to who he was. As one guide taught another guide how to ski on a little ice bulge on the edge of the fjord, I realized that Vivian's death-defying skiing, the quest for perfection, and his rise to be one of the best wasn't born of a desire to be the best. It was just a byproduct, a side effect of an intense passion for skiing, for the mountains, for learning, for teaching. From the side hits in the matriarch, to the raging stoke on skiing through a tunnel, to 1,000 laughs and yes, my friends. The secret was right in front of my face the entire time. Viv is happy to be scared, happy to turn around, happy to ski the mellow, to ski the extreme, to teach others, and happy just to be in the mountains. It took a 10-day trip to one of the most spectacular places on the planet to learn that the secret to Vivian's success was simply a desire, as Vivien always says, to
Let's go have a look.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah.
Whoa.